It is what it is. Fuck it. We in this bitch. Welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in to BU the podcast. Sitting here with Sage. Sorry, I had to think about that shit. Nah, I can remember we were like, this was going to be like, not a spin-off, but it was going to be an addition to the original podcast. Like
right.
Like a girl talk section.
Right.
Which we have no name for. So
I picked Ladies Information because I love Beyonce and I feel like we are fan. Ladies Information. But I mean, hey.
But what if men listen? That was my only thing. Like, if like a guy listens, he's going to be like, oh, Ladies Information.
But bitch, we are two ladies talking. This isn't about the men. If they want to listen to the podcast, they're listening to Ladies Information.
Right now we team No Name, aka could possibly be Ladies Information.
Comment on the BU Instagram and give us some ideas.
Yeah, please help us with this female talk section of the podcast. But anyway, welcome back everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Khadija, Sajal, we got some shit to talk about.
And we promise we're going to be a little bit more organized than the last time.
Yeah, we were all over the place. But let me start off. Okay, so y'all, check this out. So I'm driving to get here. I'm hungry. The only thing I've eaten all day were 2 little kiwis. So this car decides they want to slam on brake because they see the cops. People see the cops and hesitate. Slam on brakes. Now, mind you, I had 2 donuts on the plate sitting on my seat. She slammed so hard, I had to slam so hard. My donuts went flying. Flying, y'all. Hit the damn window and hit the floor. That was my food. And now I'm sitting here debating, do I eat it? Because Sage was like, man, it's your car. But I'm like, I don't have people in my car. I feel like it's contaminated.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Whatever, I hate you.
Just heat the shit up. Heat kills germs. You will be perfectly fine. Stop being fucking paranoid and eat your damn donut.
But you know how I am. I'm like iffy about, what if I just rip the middle out?
Oh my, bitch, that's not going to change anything.
But it didn't hit the middle part, didn't hit the floor. So I'm like, if I hit the, fuck you. Whatever. God. I told myself I was done cursing. Here you go, making me mad.
It's not that fucking serious.
Whatever. But, how was your weekend? Let's start with that.
It was good and bad.
Why was it bad?
Because, okay, y'all. So, I'll go on ahead and, spill my little personal tea. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girlfriend, we go through stupid ass shit. With me being a Leo and my girlfriend being a sensitive ass Cancer, sometimes the shit just does not fucking mix. So my girlfriend's, one of her best friends, she had sex with, which I have I don't give a fuck about that. I've had experiences and you have sex with somebody and you realize it ain't even nothing deeper than just a friendship. You realize y'all made a mistake, y'all had sex and it is what it is, but y'all can still be cool. I ain't got no problem off that. I ain't tripping off that. But I went to the Evanescence concert this weekend, which we'll go into a little bit more depth into, but I went with my homegirl Liz and we had sex in college. And I told Sharissa that, me and Liz had sex or whatever. And, it was just me, being honest. It was just, a thing that we do when we're drunk. Now, if anybody sees me and Liz together, you would think that there's no type of connection.
There's not.
That is strictly my homegirl. There is no feelings involved at all. It was just some shit we did while we were drunk. We were young, stupid, and in college, But Sharissa wants to make a big fucking deal about it. I thought she got the fuck over it. But then when it comes to me actually fucking leaving, okay, this is what tripped me out, right? So
I was gonna say, I know this more.
So this is what tripped me out, right? So I grabbed an old purse that I really don't use like that, but it matched my outfit that I was wearing, and it had an old shooter bottle of alcohol in it.
Oh, you still got that shooter? Sorry.
Oh, and it was most likely from homecoming of last year because I really don't wear that bag. So, the empty bottle slipped out or whatever. I don't make a big fucking deal about it because I got a whole bunch of shit in old purses. But tell me why when I get home, Sharissa wants to turn it into this whole big deal about, oh, you don't never go to the liquor store unless you're with me. Where are these random shooter bottles coming from? Because I had extra shooters because, of course, me and Liz went to the ABC store before the concert.
Wait, you have more? So that was mine?
Bitch, okay. We can share.
Okay, I'll just make sure.
But, yeah, so she makes a big fucking deal about it. And me and Liz had went to the ABC store before the concert because, you know, when you go to any type of event at an arena, the drinks are fucking high for no reason.
Yeah,
and
like $12.
yeah, and they weak on top of that. So we might as well do what we did during the football games, you know, sneak some shooters in our titties, you know, buy some juice and call it a day. But she wants to make a big fucking deal about it. And we had this whole live argument about it. And there's some other stuff that I'm pretty sure we'll get into once we go into my relationship stuff. Yeah. Once we have a relationship podcast. But
I can't wait for that though.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
I feel like February gonna be popping. I'm excited. I got so much shit to say.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. But yeah, so we got into it, you know, she wants to just be a fucking crybaby bitch about the shit. And I'm just like, I'm just over it. Like, I told her, I was like, I am fucking done. I'm sick of you acting like I spread my cootie all around fucking Charlotte. I don't. I'm very choosy.
I'm about to say, that's what you texted me about when you was like, you had something to tell me?
Was it? Shit, I don't fucking remember.
The only reason why is because I feel, man, I don't know, I'm on the border with Sharissa still, but
no, I get her perspective. No, I totally get it.
But my whole thing is like, okay, so the situation you was telling me about, I'm gonna try to be vague because I'm like, I don't know if you want me to really say it, but with the whole birthday thing, y'all going to the her ex's birthday event.
Oh yeah. So that's what a point that I brought up. I was like, you know, I put myself in a situation. See, Sharissa is the type of person, she really don't got no friends, y'all. So, you know, it's fucked up. Girl. It's fucked up, but you know, it really is true. She really don't got no friends. She really just hangs out with her family. So the friends that she does have are all somehow in some way connected to exes, you know, ex family members or just people that she's fucked, period. You know what I'm saying? So I brought up that point. I was like, yeah, I get why you can feel a type of way because, you know, Liz is not a friend that's here in Charlotte. It's not a friend that she's met. You know, she did just kind of pop out of nowhere, but if she knew me and Liz's dynamic, even my best friend Taylor can speak on it. Liz is not the type of person where we call each other every week. Like, I literally have not spoken to Liz in a very long time. But when I
forgot about Liz. Y'all talking about the concert on
Facebook. Yeah, exactly. So when I made that post on Facebook about the Evanescence concert, of course, you know, I was already banking that I was going to go to that concert by myself because I figured nobody was going to go with me. But Liz loves Evanescence too. So we just decided to go together. You know, she drove down here, got a hotel, and, you know, we just met up and went. And you know, I can understand, like, this is not Taylor, this is not Khadijah, this is not somebody that she knows, but at the same time, you gotta trust me. Like, that's true. And I don't give a fuck. She can look at every goddamn text message we sent, every Facebook message. She can meet Liz for all I care. She can talk to her on the phone, but it's really like nothing. So that really blew me. But other than that, I had a great time at the concert, and we will speak about our Caucasian concert experience.
Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So while you were at the Evanescence concert, living your life, I was in Columbia. Went to see The Weeknd, and Gucci opened up for it. First of all, I wasn't expecting basically to see white people. I wasn't expecting that because I'm like, I wasn't, you know, it's been a long time since I went to a concert. Well, not a concert, but a concert where it's really just like for every 100 white people is one black person.
Right.
But even when Gucci came out, because you know Gucci opens up for a concert, a bunch of black people. You know, everybody excited, like, oh, they go photo shoot. You know, everybody singing a song, doing some birds and all that. But you could tell they was like, who the hell is this man? Yeah. Like it was kind of awkward. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking around. Then you know, The Weeknd came out or whatever, and it was some elaborate shit going on. Like he had like this little spaceship type.
Yeah, he has like the whole Starboy because his last album is called Starboy, so he has like all this anime shit going on with his visuals.
It's lights and shit. I'm my ass like okay, looking up and stuff. Like for real, that shit. Like I wasn't expecting all that, so I'm watching. Like he started off the show so hard to the point that I'm thinking, could you know what is it? Worth It song? Yeah, you're worth it.
Yeah,
you know,
from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, so I remember the part I did see of it on the Grammys or something. You know, he had little girls coming from the ceiling twirling. So I'm like, oh, this gonna happen. I'm ready to see it, right? So I'm waiting. The song come on. I'm amped. I'm like, hell yeah. And then I'm looking up, where the fuck these girls at? Like, there was nothing. So it kind of disappointed me. And then I feel like he uses auto-tune or something. because the whole show he sounded real the same in that cartoonish auto-tune sound, which I didn't really care for. But honestly, it's one of those things where if you see him once, you're not gonna want to see him again. That's how I felt about that.
Yeah,
he sounded the same throughout every song, and then he did that shit throughout every song. Like, it was to the point where I was waiting on it so I could hit the notes with him. But then but yeah, back to the whole seeing white people shit. One thing that I noticed, like, I kept watching was there was this girl, and she had put her hair in like this ponytail, and it was like real thin. The whole entire song, like, she wasn't on 2 and 4 at all. Like, her dance style, it was weird. It was like she's bouncing up in the air, like jumping off beat, but then at the same time she's doing this little 12 shit. I'm just like, I was so damn amped for her because I'm like, damn, you were really confident about being off beat. Like, it made me.
She don't even realize it, probably.
Nah, it was crazy though. But it was like, it was one of those things where it's like, someone asked me if I wanted to go. They had free tickets. I was like, sure, went. But I would have been mad if I paid for it. It wasn't all that.
Well, I saw The Weeknd before he really got popular, like when he came out in college, like doing House of Balloons and like his mixtapes before he got signed, and I thought the concert was fucking amazing. I was all EXO and like all the shit, like EXO Life and all that stuff. But I've noticed as he's gotten popular, and the sad thing is like I noticed this with a lot of artists, once they become mainstream, it's like, I don't know, something about them is just not the same anymore.
Yeah.
And I really was like a huge Weeknd fan. And now I'm just like, I enjoy some of his music, but as far as like me being as hype as I was back then to see him live, I don't feel that way no more.
Yeah, it's not the same at all.
Like he co-headlined Made in America when I went to go see Beyonce in 2015. Beyonce headlined the first night and he headlined the second night. And it was cool. He was cool and everything, but really but after Beyonce, I was like, all I give a fuck about is seeing is J. Cole. Other than that, I really don't care about nobody else. But, he cool. It's just, it's amazing to see his transition, to see him go from like his mixtapes that being really like a college stoner thing to him like being completely mainstream now. It's insane to see his transition.
It's different. I mean, like I said, it was an experience, and I'm glad I got to see it, because it's always good to try something once. But it's just from what I saw, like,
you wouldn't go see him again.
Not unless it was like other people, but like just him being, the main performer,
the headliner. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's for, I feel like with him, his sound now and some of the stuff he does, it's for the kids. Because I mean, I'm listening to every song. I haven't had heard much of like the newest album he has, and I'm listening to like the lyrics. I'm like, they're all kind of the same, really. There's just a lot of pussy in it, a lot of, I mean, we get it. You fucking, you drugs, you drinking. I mean, it wasn't, granted, that's a lot of fucking songs, on the radio, but there wasn't really anything, like, even when it came to like the sounds, it kind of sounded the same throughout every song. It wasn't until he started going, like doing different, like older albums, then it was like, okay, I'm excited now. But I was more excited about the white people. Like, I really was. It was different. I'm looking at the girl, her, she's bouncing her ponytails doing this. I'm like, bitch, you better be off beat. Like, it was, it was straight. I'm looking at one. I started looking at this boy because he looked like my brother. My brother's mixed or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, how the hell my brother here? He ain't say nothing. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, that's not my brother. But I'm thinking, because when people start getting amped up, they're about to fight and stuff, and in the black community. So I'm thinking that's what's about to go on. No, he's just being extra. I'm like, okay, he's in the sunken place. He don't realize he black, but it was straight. I'm sure your concert was way more better.
Child. So let me tell you. Okay, so this was, Evanescence has honestly been on my bucket list of people to see. I am a huge concert person. I am. I always go to concerts. That's like my fun. I'm a huge music head. So Evanescence is my favorite rock band of like all time. I love them. Amy Lee, in my opinion, is like the rock version of Whitney Houston. Her voice is like fucking insane. And I love how they sample like classical music and mix them with rock. So they were at Ovens Auditorium in Charlotte last night. And I went with my homegirl, and it was fucking amazing. They had a whole orchestra. You know what I'm saying? Amy Lee's, she's classically trained, so she was playing the piano and stuff. Like, I felt really like classy and shit. Like, I really miss doing like cultured stuff like that, because it's easy, like, especially with the concerts I've been going to lately. And it's like, it's no shade to like J. Cole, Kendrick, the concerts I've been to recently, but you know, it was kind of nice to go to a kind of laid back, calm, I'm gonna sit in my seat and I'm gonna listen to this nice, beautiful music, and I don't have to be all up and hype and just rah 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 rah. Yeah. So, you know, it was fucking amazing. They are awesome. But I was kind of surprised by the audience, because that's what me and Liz were talking about on our way there. We were wondering, like, you know, what's the age bracket gonna be? You know what I'm saying? We figured it was mostly going to be white people, because it's fucking Evanescence, like, you know, and not a lot of other cultures and races are really into Evanescence. So it was actually an older crowd. It was like 35 and up, and then you had some people our age, because Evanescence came out when we were in middle school.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not surprised about the older people.
Yeah, so it was older white people, you know, and it was just very calm. Like, everybody was in their seats. Nobody was really singing along. It was just everybody really
like
sitting
you
down.
Enjoying.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you listen to classical music,
Yeah.
and it's nice, and you can take that shit in and really just feel it inside without having to express it on the outside.
Right. And it was just beautiful. And they started off just having the orchestra play, and they played like some Mozart, some like different shit. You know what I'm saying? Liz, she played in orchestra, so she knows all that classical shit more than I do. You know what I'm saying? But they had the orchestra just play for a while, and then they did an intermission, and then that's when Evanescence came out, and it was just really nice. It was really nice. And but this was funny though. So, you know, I didn't really know how to dress, because, you know, as black folk, you know, we try to like dress up and kind of like not dress up, but
we already like we going to the club for
yeah. Like, for most part, I don't do that shit, because I'm just like, bitch, I'm not about to be out here in no stripper dress and shit at a fucking concert. But I was thinking to myself, like, you know, to be honest, like, I've really been trying to think back, because me and my mom went to a whole bunch of concerts. So I think that's where I kind of got it from, is because my mom, that's one thing that we always did together. So I really think the only other white artist that I've seen, and I can't even really say that it's technically white, is the Spice Girls, because Mel B's in it. So, you know, I can, but I mean, it was pretty much a white crowd. You know what I'm saying? And that was like back when I was in elementary school. So, you know, it was nothing but Caucasians out there. But other than that, it's been nothing but black artists. So I really didn't know what to wear. So I put on a black dress, and I had like this H&M shawl that I put on that was kind of like gothic-y or whatever. And I had my combat boots, and I put on my black lipstick, because I love, you know, dark. You know,
we lipstick folks,
though. Like, I love
lipstick.
lipsticks. I've really started to get into dark lipsticks. And, you know, I don't really think of it, you know, because, you know, when we were in high school, like, you know, when we saw the black lipstick and the black fingernails and stuff like that, we automatically thought of gothic. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that anymore.
I was about to say, but I wear a lot of black. So
I do too. Even in high school, I wore a lot of black.
My favorite lipstick is the black lipstick.
Yeah.
Only reason why I haven't got my nails black like recently is because everybody's like, stop getting your nails black, get some other colors, and I'm just like, fine, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm like a person.
But I mean, it's a stereotype.
Yeah,
it's a stereotype. So I was waiting in line in the bathroom, and there was another black girl, because we did see a couple of black girls, and like me and Liz, you know, with our stupid asses, we were just like, yay, black girls, yay, black people, whenever we saw a black person.
People get excited when we see other black people.
So there was a black girl who was in line for the bathroom, and she saw, you know, me or whatever, and was like, oh, it's nice to see another black goth at the concert. And, you know, I could kind of tell she was one of those black white people. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna kill her joy. I just put a thumbs up. But I was thinking to myself, bitch, I am nobody's gothic. I mean, I do kind of have a depressing ass personality at times.
I don't think you're depressing. You're rude. You're rude as shit, but you're not really depressing.
But I mean, I don't consider myself gothic. I was just trying to, try to somewhat fit in. I didn't want to stand out with, my fucking Jordans and ripped jeans and shit.
Yeah, don't be that person. Don't be that black person.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that black person. So, I was trying to like mold with everybody else. And I mean, I will wear black lipstick on a regular basis. So, I mean, I don't really consider that gothic, but I just found that funny, that she automatically came up to me and was like, it's nice to see another black goth. And I was just like, I was so thrown off by it. I didn't really know what to say. I didn't want to kill her vibe because I feel like she was trying to bond with me and shit. But I was just like, okay, girl.
Right, like, okay.
Like, I really don't even like white people shit like that. It's just Amy Lee is
white
different.
People.
Yeah, I don't. But Amy Lee is that bitch though, and I feel like she's not fucking racist. I can kind of tell. She seems cool as fuck. And she's awesome. I would definitely go see Evanescence again, and they are amazing. They really, like, me being like, I went through a really rough time in middle school. So when they came out with all this like depressing ass but beautiful like classical music, like it really touched me. And like their music has helped me through so many rough times in my life. And they are amazing. She's beautiful.
That's how I feel about Lifehouse. I love Lifehouse.
They're the shit too.
Depressing as shit, because like when I listen to it and I'm really in my feelings, I'm like, damn, I'm about to go slit my fucking wrist. Like, but then when I'm just on a regular fucking day listening to it, I'm like, man, there's some depressing shit, but I can still mess with it. But I like Lifehouse. I like Coldplay too. But
yeah, I feel like the only other two white artists that I really want to see, well, scratch that. Let me say three, because me and Liz talked about it last night. Low key.
Oh God.
Low key.
Somebody stupid.
I would be here to see Britney Spears. I would.
Okay. No, but of course she's white, but I'm like, she's invited to the cookout white. So
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We good with that.
I would be low key here for a Britney Spears concert, even though the bitch ain't gonna be singing live. But you know what I'm saying? I would be all here for it.
But that bitch performed though.
Yeah, she performs her ass off, so I would be here for it. And Pink is my motherfucking nigga. She's like definitely another white person that's invited to the cookout. I love that bitch. I love Pink. If she goes on tour for this album that she just came out with, I will definitely be in the building.
Who's the third person though?
But Eminem's always invited to the cookout.
Eminem black. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't really have any. Evanescence to me was like the true full out Caucasian. Low key, I would go see Paramore because I do really like some of Paramore's music.
Paramore put me in my feelings. That's the last thing I need to be in a crowd of fucking white people in my fucking feelings.
No,
They're like, this angry black person.
Bitch, I was about to cry at that fucking Evanescence concert because they were playing like all of their depressing ass shit. Because I mean, they have a full out fucking orchestra.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That's the last thing black people need to be in a crowd of white people in their fucking feelings.
But it was just a very relieving experience just to like get all that stuff out and not feel like you need to put on a show or to be all hype, and just really sit back and listen to the music. Like me and Liz were actually talking about going to a ballet. I would be so here for that.
I feel like if y'all go, y'all should let me know.
I will.
So I go ahead. Cause I
will.
Shit like that. I feel like we need to do more.
We need to do more like
it's
culture
not even,
things.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not even. I was about to say white people shit, but I mean,
just more.
It's really just
things,
experiences.
Yeah.
Everybody feels like. I mean, granted, I'm with the whole Black unity movement. That's my shit. I'm for Black people 100%, but at the same time, you're in a world surrounded by more than just Black themed events.
Right.
You need that exposure because I mean that shit we can take. People come to our events all the time and take shit back and claim it as their own. So let's go ahead and do the same. Be like, you know what? I'm fucking with this two-step they doing. They got some nice cowboy boots. I mean, it's just stereotyping, but for real though, like it's good to do other things. You need that exposure.
And I used to dance ballet, and I love ballet. I love watching it on TV. I've always wanted to go to like a real professional ballet. I would be here for like going to some plays and not just The Color Purple and
the Lion King. Lion King don't even fucking count.
Like if Rent came, I would love to see Rent the musical. Like I would love to go to just different musicals. Period. I would love to see Chicago.
We should go to fucking New York and just see some shit. Because every time I go to New York, it's like either I'm partying, I'm clubbing, I'm seeing shit. Sometimes I'll go there like when me and Samantha went. We just went to museums and shit. But like, I want to do some
okay, so this is gonna sound really bad. I've never been to New York City.
Really?
Ever.
Oh, bitch, we going.
Yeah,
We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, I've never been to New York
I'm gonna say we're
City.
gonna fly because I'm.
Oh no,
like
bitch.
I'll drive to DC, but when it comes to New York, I get fucking frustrated. I don't.
Bitch, I don't like driving nowhere.
Yeah,
I don't
we're
even
gonna fly
like
to
driving
New
down
York.
the street. Yeah, I would
gonna
absolutely love to go to New York just to see what all the hype is about, because you know people from New York, like, they size that shit up like, oh, New York, it's lame down here, it's slow down south, da 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 da, and all this shit. Yes, I mean, you know, New York is just this big ass fucking city, and yes, it's a lot of shit to do. It's clubs, restaurants, museums, plays,
My baby daddy Nas.
shopping,
Nas.
like, you know, yeah, Beyonce and Jay-Z live there, but you know, it's a lot more shit to do to me. But you can't really compare the South to up north because it's just a different culture.
But here's my thing, because this is from my childhood being bounced around. Well, I would say bounced around because my dad was with me, but moving from place to place consistently for years until we came to Charlotte and stayed here. I've lived up north. Like, I know, like, my dad, he's lived in New York. I don't think I was with him when he was in New York, but I know when we were in Maryland, we were there when I lived in Jersey, and I feel like it's a different experience. It's a little bit faster. I feel like it's anger. That's really what it is. Real shit. Like, I feel like it's anger. Everybody's like in traffic all the time. Everybody's, you know, cursing at each other. It's a lot. It's, you know, New York is the city that doesn't fucking sleep, or whatever they say, because it's a lot to do. Everybody's always out and about. But for me personally, just at the age how I feel now, hell no, I would not want to live in New York. I wouldn't want to live up, you know, up north. And it has nothing to do with, I guess, I don't know. For me, it's really just, I don't even like people like that. Real shit. Like, I don't like people like that constantly be in traffic, to constantly, like, just be walking and having people bump into you. It's dirty. It's smelly sometimes. Big ass rats I ain't fucking with. Like, when we was in New York last time, like, this shit was big as fuck. Like one of those, like, Gatorade bottles. That's how big that rat was. And just, like, chilling, like, no problems at all. You know, animals see you and they be afraid and they run away. This motherfucker just cruise by like, what's up? And I'm like, I remember, you know, that shit when I was younger. I don't like living up north. It's one of those places where it's straight to visit. You have fun. You go to fuck home. Like, if I got a good job and they're like, we need you to be in New York, I'm moving on the outskirts. Or I'm going
you
more
would
to
actually
Jersey.
live, like, in the city.
Yeah, like, for what?
But that's what a lot of people do. Like, I know Liz was telling me, because Victus, you know, from high school, he's living in New York now.
Really?
And yeah,
I'm not
she
surprised.
said that he's got an apartment in Harlem, and he's like a district manager for J. Crew. And he's doing his modeling and stuff on the side and everything. You know, he's real fancy. But I don't know. I guess I would have to see once I go up there how I would like it. But I've always had dreams of, like, living in a bigger city, because I'm just kind of a fast-paced city girl. And I don't know. I would just have to see. Like, I definitely want to visit New York, and I want to visit California. California has always been kind of a low-key dream to live there. Yeah. But now Atlanta is like the, you know,
I feel like Atlanta would be good for you, because it's like, it's enough going on, but at the same time, it's still in the South. Yeah. I feel like New York, just how you act, oh, you're gonna be frustrated, bitch. You're gonna be upset. Because you be mad at shit going on down here. It's like, imagine the little shit you're mad at, or the little traffic.
I think it was
times 30.
I think it's because I have my Samantha Jones Sex and the City dreams of having my fabulous life in the city.
Without your girl. I'm not gonna do that.
Have my fabulous PR job, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Samantha Jones was my nigga. I fucking love Sex and the City. That is one of my favorite white people shows. Samantha Jones was just, that's really, Samantha Jones and, like, Olivia Pope were, like, the two biggest influences of why I wanted to be a public relations major. So I just have my New York City dreams. DC, I low-key would live there, but then at the same time, I feel like I still would be over it. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where life takes me.
Is the money good enough?
Yeah,
I'll definitely move.
Yeah, I mean, if the cash flow.
I ain't pressed about it.
I mean, I would not be one of those dumbass people that just is like, oh, I'm gonna move to New York, or oh, I'm gonna move to LA, and have no plan. Yeah, and no, it's like, nothing. Even
when you have a plan, you gotta think, like, if you were barely making it down south, the price of living is like crazy. Like, you think you're gonna survive?
Yeah, because my homeboy, my homeboy Danny, he moved out to LA to pursue his singing career. And, you know, he he's a Gemini. You know, Geminis, they just go with the flow,
Yeah.
and they just don't give a fuck about what type of odds are against them. They just gonna go out and live their life. And he drove all the way across country, and he's doing well now, but you know, he definitely has some struggles. And I mean, he has to have like multiple jobs, and he has roommates, and you know, it's a struggle, but he loves it there. And I mean, but me personally, I just couldn't live in a city like those and not have some nice ass job where I know I'm about to be taken care of. I'm just not gonna go down there on a dream. Not even with Atlanta. You know, Atlanta, I still would definitely have to have a plan.
Yeah, I feel like anything you really gotta have a plan. But like, you know, especially places like California, New York, Jersey, anything huge like that, you gotta have a plan. I feel like the only place I would move and not have a fucking plan is because I know I'll be straight. Well, I can't, you know, 100% guarantee that, but you know, I'm hoping so. But like, I would go if I moved overseas or internationally.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you really look at like some of this shit, first of all, your little check now that you can take, man, you can ball out over there with that, like for real. So, you know, I might save a couple checks or whatever, fucking up and move one day if I lose my mind, or you know, just to get away from the bullshit. I feel like I have a better chance of survival. Come back with my whatever husband at the time, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, I told you my mom was trying to set me up with this German guy. I told you.
Is he German as in white German or German as in black German?
See, that's what I was trying to ask her, and she was playing with me. She was like, "Oh, he's white or whatever," and I was like, "Can you send me a picture?"
Mm-hmm.
Once again, she was playing with me, but he came from Germany to visit because her new boo thing is German or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he came to visit him, you know, brought me some chocolate, which I still got to pick up. But she finally sent a picture, and his ass was German, like white, like real pale. The shit reminded me of Twilight. I'm like, nah, I'm good, dog. But here's the thing. He got bank. I was like, man, let me tell you. Let me wait a month and see how my life going. Because I showed enough would up and leave. He got a good job. He got money. He likes to go and do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's a firefighter. So I feel like, you know, maybe his heart will stop. I collect that money, and I'm so kind of, well, I'm a little bit serious, but you know, it's
no, I know you are a little bit serious.
I just don't want to come off like I'm fucking crazy, but nah, like I really do be thinking about shit. Like, well, maybe he's a good person.
Yeah, I mean,
he could be a good person.
Yeah, he could be a good person, and I mean, like, and since you've been, you know, overseas and stuff, you see, like, you know, culture and racism and all that stuff is completely different over there.
It's way different. Like, I low-key, if I want to move. I want to move, but I need somebody to go with me and my dad playing games. But, you know, he be over my shit. But,
he do.
I would do it, though. Like, you know, just go away for a couple years, come the fuck back. Or, you know, just be like my homeboy. He travels somewhere every month. He gets on the fucking plane and he goes. And sometimes it's like small places like Jamaica, but a lot of times it's big places. Like, he just came back from Greece, and then next month over Thanksgiving he's going to Italy or wherever the fuck. But I mean, it's good to get that, you know, get to see a lot. You get to see different cultures. I mean, the food was fucking bomb in Germany when I went. I'm like, all that shit they pump into our food, that wasn't like that at all. Like, I didn't get sick one time eating like none of the meat. Everything was fresh. I mean, granted, everybody had a different experience, but my experience was good. All the people was nice. Everybody was easy. The beer was bomb. You know, cola visors are everything. So if you go to Germany, grab one. But but it was good. You know, just to step away and see how different people live. And I feel like a lot of black people need that exposure. Like, get out of this fucking hood mentality. Like, you know, it's good to support your own, but at the same time, you're in this world that's way bigger than this one area you're in. Get that exposure. If you don't want to move, then don't fucking move. But, you know, you start off small. Go to the next state. You do some shit you ain't never do before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't be so confined to yourself, because it's like you're imprisoning yourself if you think about it.
Right.
But I'll up and fucking leave.
I know you will. That's why I'm at a point where, like, especially with like some of my old college friends, like I just see them doing the same shit, like always going to Atlanta for Battle of the Bands, always doing this and that, places that we've been to. I'm just so at a point where, like, to me, Atlanta is like nothing. DC is like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start going to places I've never been. I want to check off places I've never been. You know, I want to go to New York. I want to go to Vegas. Yeah. I want to go to Paris. I want to go to Italy. You know, I want to start doing things that are out of my comfort zone and do new experiences and do new shit. Who the fuck wants to always go to the same fucking places all the time and act like it's just so super lit? Now it's about to, Atlanta's like, you know, just a bigger version of Charlotte. Pretty much. Yeah, so I mean,
even I understand money plays a big factor in a lot of things. Does. But start off small. Like, if you feel like you don't have the money to travel like you want to, I mean, there's still little shit that you could do. I mean, there's the Greek festival that they have every year. There's the fucking, I don't know, Italian little people shit they be having uptown.
I want to go to the Biltmore House.
Yeah, like, it's shit Carolina. You can do. Like, even when me and Nikhil and Quan, we went and did it wasn't a bar, it was a museum crawl. Because, you know, black people always go to the bar crawls, but they had a museum crawl where you could go to all the different museums in Charlotte.
Why you tell me about that?
Bitch, you was working.
Oh.
So I fucking text you like, yo, what you doing? This shit free. You was at work, so I hit up Nikhil because Nikhil always down for the cause. But yeah, like, do different shit. It's good to see different things, and I feel like you'll get to learn more about the shit you like, because you don't know what you don't like if you never tried it. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. I feel like we had a topic for
so
this.
Are we gonna get to rumor report? We're
gonna get some real theme music.
No, bitch. I already got some theme music for this relationship shit.
I'm so ready. Like, we started this shit.
Like, yes, like
we're doing a 5-part series on relationships.
Yes, I am so ready. Like, y'all don't understand. Like,
we doing this.
I am so ready to get this relationship.
Amped. Like, I'm amped for January and February because I'm going in. Starting from Martin Luther King, you know, through your day. I'm just fucking going in. I'm doing Black History Month. Y'all gonna be mad at me, but doing that shit heavy. I'm giving different conversations, different aspects of relationships, but let's focus on this damn rumor.
Okay, rumor report. So, our girl, Miss Cardi B, is engaged to her boyfriend, now fiance, Offset. I am so here.
I'm here for
this. Cardi B, if y'all, what I really don't understand is why people hate on Cardi B so much. I really don't fucking get it. But y'all cannot say that Cardi B has not had the most winning fucking year. Like, the bitch has the #1 song in the country. She's now engaged to her, I hope, you know, fabulous man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she's just, like, to me, to see, because I remember Taylor told me about Cardi B like years ago, you know, just to follow her on Instagram because she was funny, you know, doing her funny videos, and, you know, from her being a stripper and everything, and her being honest about her story, to then going to Love and Hip Hop, and then really focusing on her music. And now to see like her growth, it's fucking amazing. And all the hating ass females that be talking shit about Cardi B, you need to start looking up, not look at her in a different way. Like, all you bitches want to do is just look at, like, oh, you know, she ratchet, or oh, you know, she is, but you know, oh, she ratchet, or oh, you know, she's just like this and that, oh, she ghetto, whatever. But to see that girl's strength, and to see everything that she's gone through, because she's gone through so much shit, so many people have hated on her, and now to see her win, what the fuck can those people say now?
Okay,
she ain't just no stripper no more.
Let me jump in on this shit real fast. So I like Cardi. I do like Cardi. Overall, I like her. But I mean, I just talk my shit about her. I ain't got no, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm the biggest stan. Come on, I'm not really, you know.
I'm low key a stan. But I do hope, and this is what I hope, because with listening to her first mixtape, because, you know, I'm gonna be critical on Cardi because I love her personality, but
her music is trash.
I'm not gonna say that it's complete trash.
Honestly, this is coming from me being a hip hop head and me really being heavy in the music. I that's why I said I like her overall. I do like her overall. I like her personality. I like her honesty. I mean, even when it came to that song, I'm rooting for her. I just didn't like the part where it's like, vote for her because she's black. She's not black.
Yeah, she's not black.
And that's a whole other conversation. Like, when it comes to, I mean, dropping the N-word and you're really not black. You know, I'm kind of, we're going to talk about that on another episode. But it's like,
that's a good topic.
Like, you know, I'm Sorry, I started somebody message me. I'm like, who the fuck? But but yeah, so I like her, but if you really sit there and listen, I mean, her lyrics are elementary. She's just good at really hyping herself up, and her voices and the different things she do and the beat and the different sounds. That's what really makes it. Because if you really into music like that and you listen to what she's saying, I mean, that's some shit I could fucking write. My sister could write that, and I'm talking about my 11-year-old sister. Like, I mean, she's not. That's why when a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's the best rapper out," she's not.
No.
It's fucking bullshit. Like, she's not. I mean, yeah, I give her props because at the end of the day, she's a woman. She's winning. I'm here for it. I'm here for uplifting women. I'm here for the fact that she got that shit out the mud. Mm-hmm. But if we looking from lyrics, that's what brings it down for me. Like, I love her as a person. She a little extra sometimes. I'll be like, yo, Cardi, but you bugging. But her lyrics are elementary. But I feel like with that being said, and just kind of seeing her growth,
I feel like she has potential.
That room to really pick up a dictionary, get with some people who can, write a little something, and she can do something and really have some substance. So she has that room. There's that. She has the time, and she has the attention of a lot of people. So this is her chance to go ahead and do the shit.
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say about that.
I mean, like, I wouldn't, like, I'm low-key a Cardi stan, but not really. But I feel like I'm more so in love with her personality. But now, if you want me to be honest about her lyrics, I do think that they need some work. I mean, she's not a Lil' Kim. She's not a Missy Elliott. She's not an Eve. She's not a Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying?
She's not an Erykah Badu. That's my baby mama.
So, but I do feel like Cardi has the potential to be great. But that's what I'm really hoping. Because, with the 2 mixtapes that she came out with, I've listened to them in their entirety. And there are some good songs on there, but they're just catchy songs. You know what I'm saying? So they're not really like, because when it comes to hip-hop with me, my favorite artists are like, college dropout Kanye, old school Kanye.
I miss Kanye.
I miss Kanye so much. But like, Kanye, Jay, Kendrick, J. Cole, like, that's the type of rap that I listen to. I don't listen to all this bebop shit. I'm not actually a big Migos fan, you know what I'm saying? It's fun to dance to.
Yeah, I was saying Migos catchy, and I mean, a lot of shit on the radio I don't really fuck with too much. I mean, the songs are poppy or whatever, like, damn, what's that nigga name? I need to start calling people niggas. But the whole ASAP crew.
ASAP Ferg?
Like, well, all of them, because I was talking about
ASAP Rocky.
A$AP like, I can't remember what the fuck they call themselves, but they have they put out a mixtape or something, Cozy Tapes 2. I know you probably not gonna know, but I listen to it only because every once in a while ASAP Rocky will do some shit and it's like, damn, that nigga fire. But then he'll go back to the same bullshit he do, and that makes me not really be like a huge fan of him. But I listened to the mixtape, and to me it was kind of like a Amigos type shit. Like, it's a hype album. And I more so listen for Big Sean because that's a nigga that I feel like got slept on real hard. Big Sean, that nigga got bars. He got bars. If you really like,
no, it's just something about him I do not fucking like.
Yeah, you gotta get past the ass Big Sean, because that's how I was. I wasn't fucking with Big Sean till this year when he put out damn, what's the fucking shit called? I don't know. I can't remember. But when he put out that album in January, I'm pretty sure, and I started listening, that's when I started fucking with Big Sean, like just him, because I mean, I know he did the 2088 album or whatever with
with Janae Aiko,
and that shit was fire to me, honestly.
It was pretty good.
That's kind of made me like, okay, let me listen to this nigga. But like, then when he put out the album this year, I was like, he got bars. He actually talking about some shit. Like, I feel like if I didn't associate him with the ass Big Sean, then I would like him a lot more. But he's growing on me.
Yeah, I don't know. But we love you, Cardi, and I wish you the absolute best with you and Offset. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is I think they've only been together for like a year.
Yeah, they haven't.
They haven't been.
People move back fast though.
Yeah, they do move fast, but I hope the best for her. And she is Hispanic, so
yeah, she's not black. Stop that bullshit.
Hispanic people move.
They are cousins, but they're not black.
Because she's Dominican. I think she's Dominican and like something else, but
Like, stop saying black people. Like, no. She's our cousin. I feel like black people and, Hispanics, we're grouped in the same boat.
Yeah, we are pretty much grouped in the same boat, and Dominicans are very close to black people. Yeah. But, but congrats, Miss Cardi B. Cardi. I'm all here for the wedding. Hopefully I
get invited.
Right. Cardi. Get invited, or they might do a VH1 special. But low-key, I feel like Cardi is so over reality TV. I don't think she's gonna.
I don't think she needs to jump back into that at all.
No, I don't think so either. I think her leaving Love and Hip Hop was like the best decision for her. Even though she didn't even get into too much shit when she was on Love and Hip Hop, which was great. But she was just like, you know what? I just want to focus on my music, and when people look at me, I don't want them to see me as this chick from Love and Hip Hop, which is great. So
yeah, but shit, my fault. I'm sitting here trying to send somebody my contact information.
Well, our next rumor report is Miss Tamar Braxton. We talked about her on our last podcast, and we kind of discussed how we felt about her wanting to quit music because of her relationship. Yeah. Well, now Miss Tamar has announced that her
and Vincent
Hubert are getting divorced.
Hello.
And I'm so here for it. I kind of saw it coming, and Vince just I just can't. She can do better. And her sisters have, with me watching stuff like on Facebook and like seeing stuff on like blogs and stuff, her sisters have kind of spoken out about it, and she said that Tamar was in a very abusive situation. Now, when they say abusive, we don't know if it was physical or mental or a combination of the both.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna spread no lies about Miss Tamar because I love her to death. But I am so glad that she is taking her power back. She's getting away from that dumbass man. And hopefully she's not going to give up music anymore.
She better not. She better make her, like I was texting you, she better make a bomb-ass album. I better get that motherfucking Mary J. I'm Going Down album. I better get that. I better get a fucking Tony type album when she was really in her feelings. Like, she better use this chance to come up and really embrace this creative process and do her damn thing. She better make me motherfucking cry. Like, this is your chance. This is what black people live for, is that album that make me want to just slap a nigga.
And like, honestly, it just hurt me when she said that she was gonna quit, because I, like, Khadijah is a hip-hop head. I am a true R&B head to the fucking fullest, and I feel like R&B is a dying breed in our generation, and Tamar is one of the very few artists that are out here that is truly R&B. Real vocals, real lyrics, like, just, she's just amazing. And to see, and we're in the eras, and this is no shade to these artists, we're in the eras of like the SZAs and the Bryson Tillers and the Rihannas, and I love all these artists, but they're putting them in an R&B category when they're really not R&B.
I was about to say, it's not that, it's not like Brian McKnight or Drew Hill, or it's not that same feeling.
Yeah, it's not that same like deep soulful. Yeah,
you don't get one of those in the beginning of the song. You don't get that.
Yeah.
You don't get the
And then just with listening to like Tamar's struggle and her story, like and it's fucked up because like all the radio stations we listen to, they want to say the top station for hip hop and R&B, but you really don't play R&B. And then Tamar's music and like K Michelle, they're all pushed over to Urban AC radio, which is like the old school, like mom and pop radio stations, which is what I actually listen to more. But I just really hope that Tamar does not give up, because R&B is seriously dying, and we need artists like Tamar who are real vocalists, who really have something to say and have really powerful voices to be out here, because R&B is a part of our black culture, and to see it dying is truly sad. And to see that you can just be famous having a catchy song or a pop and dance, you all of a sudden become famous. It's not really about fucking talent anymore. And Tamar Braxton, you are somebody who is truly talented, and music needs you, and
we love you, Tamar.
And we hope we hope
move the fuck on, because this lady just texted me.
Who?
She's
other
supposed
lady
to
for
do
the other podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we gonna move on real fast. Check this out, y'all. So I be on Facebook sometimes, and I saw this dear black parents. the thing, you need to stop doing these 13 things. So I was like, let me go ahead and look at it, because sometimes I'll see shit and the shit's always inaccurate. I'm like, I know some white person wrote this shit, because this has nothing to do with anything. But this one was actually a little bit more legit. So number 1 was, we're going to talk about if we agree or we don't agree. And we're going to briefly touch on why or why not before this lady roll up on us. But but number 1 was requiring us to contribute financially while we were still in our teen years and early 20s. And this is for things black parents need to stop doing. Yeah,
black parents need to stop doing, like having us contribute money wise.
Yeah,
in our early teens and 20s. I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so.
I feel like teenager years, like when you're in school, and I mean like high school.
You mean like high school?
I feel like no. Let kids be fucking kids. I mean, because you got to spend the rest of your fucking life
high
doing
school.
That.
But
I feel like college,
and then after you leave,
college, and if you come back, then you know. So I'm yay. Well, I'm knowing yes on that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Number 2 was using public embarrassment as punishment.
Oh, like, you know, like whooping your kids like in the grocery store and shit.
Or like when parents scream at their kids, and now since social media is all people know how to do, they put every time they discipline their children on social media. I think it's
necessary. Well, I mean, the social media part, no. But I know there are times where I showed my ass when I was a kid, and I needed to be smacked the fuck up in the store.
But I feel like that's different from grabbing a camera like, oh, this is my child. Like, with the little boy who had to get his hair cut on camera. I feel like that's different. Like, stop relying on fucking social media to prove a point. Raise your fucking child.
So is the question like putting it on social media?
Yeah, it says, because it says we've seen like the viral photos of black men giving their son an old man haircut. Like, that's why I'm like, no, that's not I mean, I get how you're trying to make a point, but it's like you're trying to prove that you're raising your kids. You don't got to put everything on social media.
Yeah, you don't.
Like, let that shit die down.
Okay, well, the social media aspect, no, I don't agree with.
Number 3, which is hilarious, it says threatening our lives.
Yeah.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
That they need to stop, or that
my life needs to be threatened. Because I was a badass fucking kid, yo. Like, because, you know, I feel like some parents fuck up where they feel like they really can reason with their kids.
Yeah.
And you got to realize what kind of kids you got. And I was one of those kids where for a long time, my mother could not reason with me. So she had to strike fear into me to get me to shut the fuck up, sit down, and listen to what the fuck she had to say.
So then that means you'll agree with the next one, beating and physically abusing children.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, that's where we part ways. I'm like, no. Only reason why is I do agree with the whole fact that you gotta discipline your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean in the sense of you gotta beat your kids. And this is coming from me being a black female who's 26, gonna be 27 soon, who did not get beat by her father. Because my father raised me, so I didn't get beatings as a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's other ways to do it. My biggest issues with black people beating their children is the fact that something would happen, the parent is mad at the child.
Mm-hmm.
Now, instead of having a conversation or really letting the child know what they did, they automatically go to beating the child's ass and then send the child to bed. Because, I mean, all these people I spoke to now who got beatings, they don't know one reason why they got a beating. They just know, I just got my ass beat, you know. So they never really learned the lesson. They just knew, okay, well, instead of doing this, I'm just going to try a different way, because this way kind of got me in trouble, but I'm not exactly sure why. So for me, it's like I'm not going to beat my kids, but I understand some kids you may have to, or some people need to, you know, feel the need to do that. And that's all good and gravy. But all I'm saying is, if you're going to beat your child, really communicate why, because if not, then that defeats the fucking purpose. Yeah. That's really how I feel about that.
Yeah. I mean, I did get some beatings where I didn't know why the fuck I got beat. But like, then at the same time, there were beatings where I knew what I did wrong, but I chose to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like it varies from parent to parent. I feel like, you know, some parents, you know, they're able to effectively communicate with their kids, and their kids are able to do what they tell them to do. Other kids, like my badass, you had to strike some type of fear into me. You know what I'm saying? And then I see people out here with these, and, you know, I don't want to single out white people, but, you know, I see some of these white parents in the store trying to reason with their kids, and their kids bad as fuck. Like, I remember when I was working at Victoria's Secret, this girl was trying, stop, Billy. I told you you can't pick that stuff up, Billy. Go sit down back in your stroller. This nigga running around the store, pushing shit over. You feel what I'm saying? And, she's just, I could tell the mom was literally about in tears because she was so frustrated trying to reason with her kid, and her kid would not fucking listen to her.
But I feel like that's the parents' fault. I mean, because like I said, I get how some people feel like they had to beat their kids, but then at the same time, I understand that when you have a child, this is new to you, so you don't really know the way. But a lot of people that I spoke to, like I know people who have kids and they beat their kids now, and they don't beat their kids for the fact that they're trying to teach them lesson. They beat their kids because they said that they got beat as a child. It's like, break the fucking cycle, find other ways, and then figure out what works best for you. Don't just up and choose just to beat your child just because. I was thinking talking.
Oh, okay. Well, nah. I mean, I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I don't, because I feel like my mom raised me the right way. I got beat by my mom. I got beat by my dad. And, I turned out fine. I turned out fine, but I do understand Khadijah's point to where we should break the cycle to an extent, and you shouldn't just be beating your kid's ass for no fucking reason. Because I remember me and my mom ended up having a conversation about okay me all right, well, me and my mom, we had a conversation about there were times where she beat my ass and it was for no fucking reason because she was frustrated with her life. You know what I'm saying? So, later on down the line, we had an honest conversation, but, it is what it is. I think you just got to know your child and know your place. Okay, well, Khadijah had to run out to get somebody, but our next topic is, the next question is partaking in homophobia and encouraging violence towards the LGBT community. Well, of course I disagree with that because I'm gay. So that's kind of an easy one. I think people who target people who are in the LGBT community are cowards. The gay one?
What gay one? What is that?
It said partaking in like homophobia or shit towards the gay community.
My fault, y'all. I had to go let somebody in. But partaking in homophobia. What is that? Like, what do they mean by partaking in it though?
Because I don't know if it kind of is like a black stereotype, and we'll get into this when Khadijah does her gay podcast and I'll be telling my gay story. But it is a stigma in the black community to not have gay kids, or being gay is wrong, and
so
there are some people that lash out like.
So they're saying by letting your kids be gay, that's something they shouldn't do.
I don't know if it's that, or if they're saying like just bullying people that you see that are gay. Like, I don't get it.
We gonna address shit on different podcasts. Yeah. I don't really understand what that would mean.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Number 7. I'm starting it. I'm just gonna read off the important shit.
Okay.
Number 7 is not allowing us to have emotions. I feel like black parents need to stop that shit right now.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to raising sons. I understand that we have to be hard and work hard and learn and be molded into beautiful black men and women. But for you to stop someone from having emotions, or you shouldn't feel this way, you shouldn't cry, you shouldn't do that, then I feel like that's when things like mental illness come into play, or people just not knowing how to express themselves when they get into different relationships, because the whole time they're being told not to have these emotions. So then when life happens or you get mad, you don't really know how to express yourself. You don't know what to do with that. And then in a sense, it's like you kind of erupt. Like, I feel like black parents need to stop that shit. Like, let your kids know that it is healthy to have feelings, to be upset, to be angry, to express how you feel. There's a way to go about it.
As long as you do it in a constructive way.
But like, don't tell people not to have emotions. Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
I agree with your opinion.
That's crazy. This one says not allowing us to have personal space.
Huh?
It says not allowed, because you know how some black parents, they're like, this is my house, you ain't got, this is my room, whatever, and they feel like if you give your kids too much space, they gonna do shit they got no business doing.
I don't get that.
You ain't had that? Or like parents who take the doors off their kids' room.
Shit like that.
And be like, no, you don't get no privacy. This is my motherfucking house. You don't feel like that.
Well, I didn't experience that.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
My mom
I seen it on TV though.
Yeah, my mom let me have my space.
Yeah. I feel like kids, especially like growing up, yeah, you need to be attentive, but at the same time, they need a certain amount of space because they need to learn how to live on their own and really deal with things, because you're so always up on your kids. They don't know. They need to find that sense of identity, and they can't do it if you constantly in their fucking face.
Right.
That's how I feel. But I mean, we'll go
and that
more
leads into my
shit.
coming out story because my mom was all up in my fucking business.
Yeah, we're gonna go more into this, but I'm gonna hit 2 more. Black parents don't apologize.
Hell yeah, that is
something
that they
shit.
need to start fucking doing, because that's something that me and my mom, we genuinely had to have a heart-to-heart conversation about that. And there's some shit that she apologized to me about stuff that went on in my childhood.
It's like I think me and Angel were talking about this. Black parents don't want to apologize, and sometimes it's an ego issue, or sometimes it's just a control thing, like, or sometimes they
don't feel like they're fucking wrong.
Yeah, and my whole thing is, your kid is a fucking human being just like you are. They start off as a little person and they grow up, they get bigger, and if you make a mistake, they need to know that, you know, there's that level of empathy. They need to understand that they're sorry. I mean, you're not God, you're a person. They need to see that you feel and you go through things and you have bad days and you make mistakes.
Yeah,
because then all it does is lead to another nigga who don't apologize.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, you need to show a certain level of compassion. You need to let your kids know that, damn, you fucked up. It's okay that you fucked up.
Yeah, black parents need to really get out of that shit, because that shit is mad fucking irritating.
We're gonna go heavy into some of these, because I'm like,
that shit mad fucking irritating.
Yeah.
My mom used to piss me off doing that shit, and my dad still pisses me off doing that shit now.
Yeah.
And I'm grown as fuck.
That shit's, we gonna talk, man, I think we're gonna talk about that on the next one. Black parents not apologizing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's the next one. Black parents not apologizing, because it's so.
Because I feel like I've gotten so, like, a part of me, like, emotionally is so fucked up because of some of the shit that my parents have done to me. And
we're talking about that.
Yeah,
shit.
We should talk about that shit, because the
say
nigga still doesn't want to admit that he's fucking wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna wrap it up on the reason why, because I have.
She got other shit she got to do, y'all.
Yes, and are you gonna do the second one with me? You should just stay.
What is this?
Bitch, I'm gonna take. Okay, well, let's just wrap this up. we on the mic over here doing all this shit. Yeah, but thank you for tuning in. I know we're kind of like rushy, only because I have podcasts back to back. So
going back to
back, and you know we can't be ignorant on this next one. But thank you for tuning in. Podcast No Name. We ain't got no love. We're gonna figure it out.
Hit us up on Instagram, y'all, and
go on Instagram,
ideas.
Black Unity Movement 17 on Instagram, Facebook, Black Unity Movement 17, website, blackunitymovement.com, and we out this bitch. Woo!